G'day, this is Gary007 and welcome to my channel. So, this could be fake news or it might be real, who knows. I'd have no idea whether this is real or not, so take it like a grain of salt. However, there's a screenshot going around of an email in regards to TBC closed beta, allegedly starting next week, March 15th. This could be fake, it might not be. Who knows, right? If you like this sort of content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm a small YouTuber. Leave a comment down below what your likelihood or your expectations are for the release and when you think the release date will probably happen. So this has just come out that I've seen on Reddit, and I went through and I thought, oh, well, let's have a look at this together. So the screenshot here is an email going around stating alleged TBC closed beta is to start on March 15th. Now, this is where a little bit of a guessing game is going to happen. So I'm guessing that we'll see a probably April-June beta, July-August pre-patch. Most of these pre-patches, when they do them in the cycle of Classic, has, well, not in Classic, but in previously, it's always been 2 months between pre-patches. They didn't do a pre-patch test in every phase of Classic, so this is going to be a bit of a guessing game, but ultimately you could be looking around late August. Some people are guessing late August before the Dark Portal opening. However, there are things that need to be changed in TBC, so like arena changes, gear changes, so hit points for bosses will need to be nerfed, so all that testing will happen. So essentially from March you'll have 2 months of pre-patches for every test, which would put you around late August. However, we'll look into this other side where I think they're going to pull it. I reckon they're going to do it, release it a lot earlier. So this coincides, now this data comes from Wowhead. From November to January, revenue fell by 61% and user numbers have declined by 41%. Now these figures do not include China. Now you might have been seeing YouTube videos talking about the decline in player population with Shadowlands. Now this is what I'm going to be talking about, because we might see release of TBC a lot sooner. It could be at the beginning of August. They might even push it a little bit closer to try and get numbers back up, because their stock prices dropped from a high in February of $104 and now it is sitting at around $89.20. Right, so it's taken a sharp turn. There's been some like disappointing figures that have come out, and their stock prices have reflected that. But there's a lot that goes into the stock price, right? It's not just lower player numbers, right? With no Diablo 4 coming out or Overwatch 2, the expectation or the growth of their stock is quite low for 2021, right? So there are other things that indicate that. However, because of the player drop back with Shadowlands, and obviously probably people are raid logging, and they're probably doing that in Classic as well. I bet you a lot of people are just raid logging at the moment. User numbers have declined, but subscriptions are probably still there. People are paying month to month or 6 month blocks or whatever you've decided to do. So you've already signed up the subscriptions, so the drop off in player numbers isn't too much of a surprise. Every time they release a new expansion, numbers soar, then they drop off really sharply as people get into the game and find out it's not all rainbows and candy. So, and also remember, Blizzard is releasing a remastered version of Diablo 2 on PC later this year, so their sales and everything will hopefully fill that gap. Coming back to TBC, Classic TBC, I think we're going to see an earlier release than normal. They didn't test every pre-patch in Classic, so we could see a shorter cycle when it comes to that. I don't think we're going to see a 7th month wait until TBC will get released. I think it's going to be a lot sooner. I reckon they'll be able to spit TBC out a lot sooner. I reckon about the beginning of August at least. The way their stock figures are going and the way they've had massive drop-off in numbers and players. So anyway, let me know. This is just a short video about that sort of thing. So let me know below what you think is going on and what when you think they'll probably release TBC. So yeah, all right. See you guys out in Azeroth. Bye.